Hello friends, I have quite the custom order to share with you today. These are for Jamie and she placed a large order. She loves travel and Lord of the Rings. And so we have a traveler's notebook set that is travel, a passport journal that is travel, and a mini that is Lord of the Rings inspired. So I'm going to start with a big one. This is a plush junk journal traveler's notebook cover that I made. There are 2 layers of felt and 2 layers of scrapbook paper. There's this old looking map, stitching, and then on the elastic I made this little charm. I bought this little travel bus charm specifically for it. And this little safety pin has some pretty beads, and this one is pretty chunky because there's 2 inserts in here that coordinate. So let's get into it. And you can put the elastic around. Oh yeah, no, I did make it. So you have to do it that way. I don't remember. All right, so on the inside we have this coordinating paper and then a fabric pocket she could slip things into. This is really plush and nice feeling. So we have one insert here and the other insert here. And the button's holding the elastic on in the back, so that can be replaced with a different kind of elastic or a ribbon or whatever she wants to do. Let's take these out so you can see how that works. She said travel themed, and I tried to go with kind of a soft color feminine travel theme. So here's the first one. There's this hot air balloon that says flight, and I stitched around it, and I stitched where the strings are, so that adds a lot of texture. And then here's a plate for her to write her name. Really grungy papers. Here's a guest check from Junk That Treasures, and she can write under there. Here's a little tag with a stamp and just my normal little touches, but in a very light feminine travel theme. And this is a Tsunami Rose print that I copy dyed so it ran everywhere and made it really pretty. Here is a French-English vintage lesson book page, some cityscapes, and stenciling and stamping and ledger and map. She is going to actually be writing in it. Here's a calendar page from Calico Collage, and I sewed it onto this fabric to make a fabric flip. So I wanted to leave plenty of room for her to journal, but add some fun touches as well. This is from a late 1800s, early 1900s textbook, of geography textbook. Here's Africa. There's an extra paper clip so you can use it somewhere. It says go somewhere lovely, and then there's this little tea-dyed blueprint page, and then a who, what, when, and where journaling card. My son's playing with Legos in the background, so that's what you're hearing. Here's a list of 13 lines. She could do 13 places she wants to go, 13 things she saw. I don't know. Here's a little file folder front I made, cameras and lines that she can journal on or tuck things behind. So there's that one. And then the second insert that goes with it. And if you're interested in a set like this, it's under my custom orders in my shop, and it's called TN Set. So there's 2 elastics here. Oh, and there's a fabric pocket here in the back too, if I didn't show you that. Okay, so here, again, feminine travel, subtle travel theme. So this journaling card that says live, and then there's some travel stamping and bicycle washi. And then we have a beautiful map on the inside. And then some travel papers. And again, it coordinates very, very similarly, is that a word? With the other one, again, more French paper. Memories start here, journaling card, and I stitched down there. She liked the sewing and the stitching that I do, so I did try to add some of that throughout. It says, I think I'll stop here. Some matte paper, music paper, life documented card. This is that really old geography book. This is a little tag I made from some Calico Collage paper. Stamping. This says people to see. And then from Junk That Treasures, here's a name, address, city, phone, seller. That would be great for recording maybe a store you stopped at or a place you were going to see. Lots of copy dyed pages. Here's a little tuck spot with a train journaling card from Calico Collage, and then a little tag for journaling. Here's a coffee dyed flip up, flip down for extra journaling. Some trim on that. And this is just a tuck spot for her to slip what she would like in there. And then this is an airmail envelope from Junk That Treasures, and that fits perfectly in here. I didn't put anything in there so she can stuff it with whatever she would like. And we've come to the back of that one. So that's that set. And then she ordered 2 passports size. She wanted another travel theme. So I actually took an atlas page for the cover, and then there was a Dear Lizzie paper pad I had that had a bunch of feminine travel themes. So here's a little ticket, and I made a little fabric ticket to go in the back for the collage. And then there's a little tag in the front for her to write her name or whatever. Some suitcases. Again, it coordinates. Here's a journaling tag. It coordinates very well with the other one, and it's a slight feminine feel. This is from Pop-Up Vintage. It's a vintage, I think, like game piece. And here's a Spanish-English vocabulary card. Some taxis. And then she wanted pockets to put things in as well. So this is a paint chip that I made a little pocket. She could stick tickets or something in there. This size is really small and it's hard to fit a lot in it, but it's great for tickets, receipts. So I left lots of room for writing, because if this gets too, what's the word, stuffed, this is We Were Here location. They're talking in the background. Stamping, and I did lots of paper dyeing. There's another little copy dyed flip. Here's a little doily tuck from Junk That Treasures, and a tag, and all sorts of fun stuff. And if anybody is interested in knowing the blue splatters here, my 4-year-old did help me do some of that. I wanted to add the blue to bring in the water on the front, and he did a great job helping me add some of that to the paper. So that's just a fun tidbit there. Now we get on to Lord of the Rings. Now, if any of you know and love Tolkien, he wrote The Lord of the Rings in the 50s. So since he wrote these in the 50s, they're still under copyright, so it has to be inspired and not actually using his work. So this is a this is the tail and the wing of a dragon, and if you flip it over this way, we have the beautiful, I don't know how well that's picking it up, but here's the dragon breathing fire, and very subtle, but it definitely goes with like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings fantasy, that kind of thing. So I did not add anything else to the cover because I wanted the subtleness of the dragon to really show through. So in the front, we have this little glassine bag from Junk That Treasures, and then little gold leaf paint chip sample, card sample, and then I added a leaf there. And so there's mostly stamping and page dyeing in this, so she can write in it there. And I don't know how well this is showing up. There, I used a lot of graphic 45 stamps. There's a gold key down there. Here's a Tim Holtz Brave vocabulary card. Here's a gold castle, if you can see that. And this says surprise. There's a little tag. And with the stamping, it's nice because you could write over it. There is a gold crown up there. I used gold paper clips throughout. I made a few tags. There's another gold crown down there. And then here's another vocabulary card that says hope. And here is a gold sword. This is a little index card envelope that I inked up with gold ink, and she could slip something in there. And then the middle of the signature is an envelope that the ends are cut off, so you have a pocket here and you have a pocket on this side. And here we have all who wander are not lost in once upon a time. And then here's a journaling card that says and then here's a gold flourish up there, a little tag tuck spot, an extra paper clip. Here is like an elf lady, an elfin lady. I'm saying that's what she is. It says trust. There's some golden birds flying away. Here's some golden elf language, or I guess there. Lots of writing. There's a little piece of a doily from Junk That Treasures that I inked up for some texture to the page. Here's a vocabulary card that says embark and a gold banner. And we come to the end of that one. So thank you for, I hope you were inspired. Thank you for staying through this flip through. I hope you enjoyed it. This one pushed me, encouraged me to become a better I don't know. I learned a lot making these. It pushed me and I enjoyed it. I learned a lot of things. And Jamie, these will be on their way to you. I hope you enjoy them.